Hey guys, just going to give a quick little update. So AF arrived at 16 DPO and she came with a vengeance. I was just about ready to test again because she hadn't shown and then she showed. So I'm glad I didn't waste another pregnancy test. I was actually okay that day, but I think it was a couple days later, I ran into my girlfriend at work and she's really busy and we kind of work opposite shifts, so we text each other, but it's not unusual for us to not like hang out or talk on the phone for a while. So I had just seen her for the first time and I was like, hey, what's going on? I asked her how she was feeling because a couple of months ago she had like the upper respiratory flu and she went to the doctor and she got antibiotics and she was getting better, and then I kind of hadn't seen her at work and other people hadn't either, and then when we did see her, she wasn't feeling very well. I was kind of asking her intermittently how she was doing and checking in on her. She just said she wasn't feeling well, and then, I saw her again, and this has been weeks and weeks later, and I just asked her, I was like, what's wrong? You don't look good, and she's like, well, I'm okay, I'm just not telling anybody what's going on. So I'm thinking she has cancer or something really bad is happening to my friend. So I was just kind of poking, and, she finally told me, I was like, are you pregnant? And she was like, no. And then I probed again, and she was like, well, I was pregnant. And I was just like, oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding. And, she doesn't have a boyfriend or a husband or anything, and she has children. And she was just telling me that she was feeling way too sick and she couldn't get out of bed in the mornings, and she didn't want to be pregnant in front of her children, and the guy, I guess, was a real jerk and didn't want anything to do with it, so she terminated the pregnancy. And let me tell you, I was in shock. I tried to keep it together in front of her, and I know what happened with her has nothing to do with me, but it just felt like the biggest punch in the gut ever. And I was okay until later on that night at work. I worked really late, and it's about 10 o'clock at night, and I called my husband, and I was just done. I just told him, I was like, I'm done. I don't want to do anything anymore. I don't want to do any more fertility treatments. It's not working. Obviously there's no rhyme or reason to anything. And I told him about how she terminated her pregnancy, and I was just like, God gave her this gift only for her to kill the baby. I just don't understand why things happen or what was going on. And he kind of brought me back to realizing that I need to focus on myself and us and what's going on with us and our family, and not worry about what other people are doing. Which he's right, but let me tell you, I was a mess. I was pretty upset. I cried on the way home, and it was just not a good day. And then, this is going to sound horrible, but I didn't even want to go to my nephew's first birthday party because I was just a mess. I was upset. I knew there would be babies and their friends had babies, and I just didn't want to go. But I pulled it together. This was a couple days later, I think, and I went to the party, and I was fine actually with everybody's babies and, my nephew. Sorry, my little dog is trying to flip over the big dog's food bowl after he eats because she's trying to get something that he left behind. I don't know. So anyways, I went to this birthday party. My brother did a slideshow of photos for, his whole first year, and it was adorable. I loved it, but the longer I watched it, I literally had to talk myself out of busting out into tears to not look like the crazy infertile girl who cries at babies' birthday parties. It was awful. It was so cute, and all I kept thinking was, I want that. I want these memories. I want these photos. Obviously not my nephew, but my own baby. And with infertility, it's just such a up in the air thing. You don't know if it's ever going to happen, and you hope and you hope and you pray and you stay positive and you just keep your head down and keep going, but we really don't know in the end what is planned for us and if it's going to happen. So that was really hard. It took me, about another day or so to feel normal again. And yeah, I feel okay. I'm not happy that the last cycle didn't work, but it's not the end of the world, and there are other cycles, and we're just going to keep going. So called the doctor and ordered my medications, and I go in on March 5th because he wanted to have just a general consultation with me to go over all my blood work and like what happened during the cycle. And I'm going to talk to him about that breakthrough bleeding, and I'm going to really try to get him to give me progesterone supplementation. Even if my levels are fine, like I have nothing to lose. We have nothing to lose by trying it, and I'm just going to try to get him to agree to do that for us. Because that breakthrough bleeding it's not normal. It shouldn't be happening. My husband actually can't go to that appointment, which I was kind of bummed out, but it was on my day off, and I didn't want to reschedule it because I'm trying to miss as little work as possible. So, and then I go back on the 10th for my baseline ultrasound, and then hopefully that Wednesday we'll be starting injections. So I'll make another video after that consultation on the 5th and just let you guys know what happened and if he agreed to the progesterone or not and what my labs were and just all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, just on to the next, and we're going to keep going and keep trying, and I'm not going to give up on this. I just want to say congratulations to all you girls who got your BFPs. That's awesome. It seems like we keep getting a BFP like trickling in here and there, and it's just so encouraging and wonderful to see. And also, I know we've had some losses, and I just wanted to let you guys know that my heart and my prayers are with you. And I'm just sending you a huge hug, and I can't even imagine how hard that is to go through. So just keep trying and pray, and I know we'll all make it through this together. So thanks for watching, and thanks to my new subscribers, and I will update you guys after the 5th. Bye, girls.